Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, if it wasn't clear already that up-and-coming drill rapper Q50WLil50 was backdoored by his own people, then I think it's pretty clear by now. At first, no one believed he was backdoored, but then secondly, no one knew who it actually was except for those close to him. With social media being social media and people feeling the need to put everything on it, at the time Q50 passed away, I think it was pretty evident that he was backdoored based on a news article that was put out there, along with his sister, who made it very clear that she knew what really happened to her little brother. According to the news article, Q50 was in the alleyway along with a couple other people around 8:30 p.m. in the 6600 block of South Champlain Avenue. Shots was fired and 50 was struck in the abdomen and left leg, and when EMS arrived, he was taken to Comer Children's Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Now, just from the looks of the lack of information given by the news articles and reports from the incident, you could tell that a lot of stuff was either not included or the police just didn't know what was going on. However, of course, close affiliates to the situation who did know what was going on didn't hesitate to mention it on social media. One of those close people happened to be Q50's sister, who at the time let it be known that she knew exactly what happened, who may be involved, and overly expressed how disappointed she was when everything went down.
You know what you know. How much you want to bet? I give y'all 24 hours, and that's 20K on somebody here. I give y'all 24 hours. I bet y'all whoever did whatever be killed. I'm done talking now. On my dead cousin, y'all know I'm not no bad when I put anything on somebody here. And Speedy keep trolling, is gonna be 30K on his head, and I bet you he be dead by tonight. Keep trolling, his gonna be dead. Keep trolling, and the next time I see his mama face gonna be split open on my dead cousin. While his steady on troll.
Now, in another live she did, she would explain how everything went down the day it happened. She says that she was with her brother that night, but he happened to go around the corner for something. As he went around the corner, a few moments later, they would all hear gunshots. She began screaming her brother's name, hoping it wasn't him who was shot, although she had a feeling it was, and that's when she would come to the realization that he was in fact the one that was shot and unalive. Now, there's been many theories as to what happened, but it's already been confirmed that he was definitely backdoored by someone he knew, and according to close associates, it was due to him getting a firearm taken from him not too long ago, and then going to retrieve it later on. Most people would say, well, how can you trust anybody that took a firearm from you in the first place? Which is true, because personally, if you was willing to take it from me, why wouldn't I think you'll use it against me as well? So at that point, it's nothing to talk about, because from there on out, I'll just see you when I see you. So I don't know what made him go and retrieve it. However, that's the rumor about how Q50 met his demise in the alley. Now, it haven't even been a month into Q50 losing his life when a kid by the name of Lil Tay from TrapCity would lose his life as well. Although it wasn't due to gun violence, Lil Tay was involved in a car accident that took his life back on November 19th, 2024. According to the reports, the crash happened at 2 o'clock in the morning in the 7700 block of South Vincennes Avenue in Gresham. A white Chrysler 300 was heading southbound when it crashed into a pole with 5 people occupying the vehicle. A 19-year-old broke his femur and hip, an 18-year-old suffered multiple cuts, a 22-year-old had unknown injuries, and another passenger suffered a broke femur and was listed in serious condition. One of the occupants, who was riding in the back seat, was the only one out of the 5 young men that lost their life. That young man, although unidentified by news articles due to his age, was quickly identified by social media as TrapCity Lil Tay. The same Lil Tay that is believed to have pulled the trigger during the shooting involving Q50WLil50 and taken his life as an end result. To confirm it, Q50's sister would immediately take to her IG story after the situation to say, quote, "Knew you was trying to tell me something last night, but all my life I was so scared, I told everybody I was close with what happened while I was driving. but I ain't want them to think I was crazy. I told you God was gonna work because you know that ish was wrong as F. I knew God was gonna work. I love you for life, and I'ma forever keep your name alive. No more crying, I'm okay now. I can finally be cool and won't post nothing else after today. I love you and forever will. Now some may say it's just a coincidence, while others believe that it was just karma. One thing about the universe, when you do bad, you attract the same energy to you no matter what it is. What's a coincidence that he's accused of taking a young man's life, and less than a month later, he also loses his in an unrelated incident? To this day, nobody knows how or why the car ended up crashing into a pole. But once again, you are what you attract. Ironically, according to Q50's sister, everyone that was in that car at the time who suffered injuries had something to do with her brother losing his life, where they all played a part in setting him up. It just so happens that Lil Tay died. Now, if that ain't enough to let you know that karma is in fact real, then I don't know what is. Backdooring has become so popular amongst the younger generation that they in fact glorify it. I think a lot of people forget or don't even realize that backdooring never comes from an enemy, and in fact, it comes from someone you thought you could trust. This puts a new meaning to the saying, keep your friends close but your enemies even closer. Because the whole time the same person you thought was your friend is really your enemy. And sometimes you will never even know it until it's way too late. Now, although it was pretty much confirmed that Lil Tay did what he did, for the ones that were still in disbelief, a close associate of his will let the world know what's going on. He would take to his IG story and he would say, quote, "Little bro was up 5 souls, you goofies can't compete with shorty on Cindy. He would have put the belt to an MF quick, at only 14, called my bluff, shorty was different. F50, he got hit 10 times with his own 5. Literally, y'all pissed 6 trap Lil Tay 7 was 14 getting y'all butt right together. Laughing emoji. Now here's what's wrong with this picture here. The fact that these guys thinking being young and potentially having 5 bodies on their hands is something to be proud of says it all. They basically ended their own life before it even gets started. Bro don't even have enough time to experience life, but already committing crimes that could put him away for life. That doesn't make sense. And I always say it's the environment, the kill or be killed environment that these guys are naturally placed in. I'm sure if they had a chance to get outside of the environment and realize that it's more to life than having to look over your shoulder every minute or take a life, then they will have a different outlook on it for real. Like I said before, I know this backdoor stuff is glorified and these kids think it's cool, but not only is he glorifying being a snake, but he's also admitting to having knowledge of a crime. Yes, Lil Tay, who allegedly did what he did, isn't here, but guys do things like this all the time and forget that although you're trying to troll, you're speaking on real life crimes on social media. So while you're trying to taunt someone and make their families feel away or their close associates, you're also giving the police, who we know are watching, ammunition to come and get you or whoever you're associated with. And not just him, but to any and everybody that do this, whether it's in songs, on IG lives, Facebook posts, tweets, those little messages y'all be trying to send thinking y'all being subliminal, guess what? Police aren't stupid. They know the slang, they know the terminology, they know everything. And if they don't, they definitely got somebody cooperating to tell them everything that they need to know. And most times the only reason you aren't caught yet is just because they got bigger fish to fry. Until they really want you and then boom. I don't think people were paying attention to the YSL case, but do y'all forget that they was breaking down what slime meant and all the blood gang terminology. So while you think you getting away with it and on social media bragging and posting and trolling, just know that it's all a matter of time. So just cut it out. I'm really convinced that drill music was really only boosted to make people incriminate themselves in music. For real, man, they got all types of indictments and stuff now due to the music, and guys still think it's a game. They even got something called an Instagram indictment, and guys still put things on Instagram, knowing that you can be indicted for it. It's not the old days, man. Anyway, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.